welcome to my channel, and thank you so much for being here and all your support. Today's pick a card reading is an interesting one. We are going to see, what do people secretly think about you? In front of me, I have 3 different options. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. Choose the one that really calls out to you. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so what do people secretly think about you? Okay, group number 1. So right away what I'm seeing for you guys is that you come across with the 8 of Earth here to be super talented people, okay, in a particular area. And I feel like you guys, you put in a lot of time, energy, and effort into this craft that you do, and you're just really skilled, and it's like you're constantly like working on it. And some of you, you might even be performers of some kind, or are in the spotlight to an extent, or it's what you do for work or school. Okay, I'm just getting that there's something that takes you guys a lot of your day to accomplish, but you do really well at it. Okay, whatever it is, it's like success is written all over it, and people, that's what they think of you. They see you as really like putting in the work with this thing that you do. Okay, so yeah, and on top of that, okay, so with strength, I feel like, they feel like you guys, you're seen to be, you have a lot of like perseverance, endurance, and stamina. Some of you might even be like athletes, but either way, I'm seeing though that, and it goes right along with this, it's like, yeah, you'll do whatever it takes to get this done and to be the best at whatever it is that you do. Okay, so I'm just getting like real winner and success vibes. Okay, 6 of Wands might as well have come out with this group, because that's how you guys, what people secretly think about you. Okay, so it's kind of like you're like the MVP of whatever it is that you do. Okay, you're the GOAT, That's just like how you're coming across. Whether you feel that way or not, that's what they think of you. Okay, that's how you're seen. And currently, in particular, it's like you guys, you're building yourselves up, you're building your future up. I feel like some of you might have even recently like bought a place or got a new job, or got married. I'm just with the 10 of Earth here, there is some kind of family or home life change that has occurred for some of you watching this. And I feel like, again, like it's like one of those symbols that people see as being a success, so yeah, that's how you guys are seen. And if that change hasn't come yet, I feel like it's going to soon. Okay, there's some kind of change coming through. Okay, so this is interesting. On one hand, you guys are coming across like an alpha, okay, so a real dominant, fiery personality. I even drew outgoing and talkative. So I feel like on one hand, like people, they do think that, wow, yeah, like this person, real extroverted, outgoing, talkative, can talk to anyone, real social. But I feel like you guys kind of have a different side to you, okay? I feel like on one hand, it's kind of like when the time calls for it, yeah, you'll be talkative, outgoing, and social, kind of like performer mode, right? So yeah, like that's your fire vibes, but I feel like deep down, you guys come across as like this lynx here, okay, which is more about being in the observer mode and really like taking things in and taking a step back and taking things in and like processing, and a bit more introverted is what's coming through here. So I feel like what people would secretly be thinking about is, oh, you can come across like this fiery, feisty, fierce lion who's got a roar about you, but deep down it's kind of like they know, though, there's this more intuitive, for some of you maybe even more sensitive side, more just more like a Pisces is what's coming through for that. Okay, so yeah, that's interesting. More the intuitive, imaginative, internal world going on. So yeah. Okay, so along with that, I'm also seeing that a lot of earth is coming through for you guys as well. So it makes me feel like, okay, so the fire is like the side of you that you portray to people, right? Like when you're out in the world or you're doing your job or socializing, it's like, yeah, you are this lion that is vocal, it's fierce, dominant, like a leader, alpha, outgoing. But then deep down inside, you've got this mixture of more of an earth side to you, as well as Pisces, which is more like that grounded, practical, but intuitive, imaginative, creative side. Okay. Yeah, and I feel like only a select few get to see that, but I feel like it does come out here and there, this other side of you, and then people secretly think, oh, yeah, like they're more introverted than I thought, Okay, so, okay, along with the Pisces, and this popped up in another video, this interesting, some of you kind of come across to be kind of fairy-like in appearance, okay, like your facial features kind of look like a fairy, which often Pisces do remind me like of a fairy, and she's kind of got that look, in this card, okay, and this is also interesting, so like we have like redhead, brownish red, tan color, greens, browns, and reds. I feel like people secretly like think you guys look good in like browns, greens, so like earthy tones, and then like red is coming through. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of you watching this didn't have like brown or red hair and even brown eyes, and I feel like people love that about you, okay? Like, yeah, they find it to be attractive. Okay, but either way, you guys, you are seen to be driven by your passion, okay? So whether you come across as extroverted, introverted, both, like you guys are definitely seen to be very passionate people, okay? And I feel like you guys might even like to speak with your hands, make those wide gestures, and like your voice will get loud, and yeah, so you do have this like lion-like nature to you. That's also true, along with the more intuitive, introspective side. But it's kind of like, yeah, like you're definitely passionate people, okay? And I feel like you're either like really into something or like not at all. Like, yeah. Okay, so I feel like you guys family means the world to you, okay? And you're fiercely loyal to your family and those that you're closest to, and people know this about you. Some of you might be starting a family with these two cards here, and that is definitely like your world and taking up, your basically all your time, And yeah, people notice that about you. Okay, so I feel like I was going off of the, like, you guys are fiercely loyal to the core unless somebody like crosses you and, a boundary with you, and then you won't hesitate to cut them out, Because I feel like, you feel like if people aren't helping you to elevate, and they're just like, you'll cut off from them. You won't hesitate. Okay. Yeah, and that goes along with this card, okay, that came out for you guys. It's kind of like, this group, I feel like you're willing to do what it takes to get where you're going, if that makes sense. And so you kind of embrace change in that way, and you roll with it. And if it means, kind of cutting people out, it's okay, because you're fine without them. Like, you guys are a very secure and grounded type of person. That's what's coming through. So I feel like people know that, like I said, like fiercely loyal, but cross a boundary with you and you'll cut them out. So yeah, they see that. Okay, so there is somebody in particular that's coming through that wants to reunite with you guys. That could be, somebody that you were involved with romantically, or it could be a friend, okay, family member. Take what resonates. Somebody's coming through that wants to reunite. And you guys, you are also coming across, though, as really like being a true friend to people, okay? I feel like you really are there for people. You will, you're the type that like, oh, hit me up anytime if you need, somebody to talk to type, okay? So you were definitely coming across as being an understanding friend that is always there for people. Okay, and going back off the links, I feel like, you know, especially those that really like seem to know you, what they secretly think is they know that there's like this spiritual, mystical side to you guys, and that, you know, you like, and this goes off with the Pisces again too, you're very intuitive, you're very observant and aware, and they know like you can detect BS from people and you will call it out, and that's part of the cutting people out type thing, you know. It's, yeah, like people can't pull one over on you, you know. So like if people are being fake with you, they're not gonna last in your guys' life is what I'm seeing. So you're kind of like the Queen of Swords in that way, okay? Like you're very like matter of fact, no nonsense, and if you detect something that doesn't sit well with you, like you're gonna cut it out. Because I see you guys, you are definitely like elevating, you're doing what it takes to rise above challenges with the Strength card. That's the other thing. You guys are also seen to be strong individuals inside as well as outside, okay? So it doesn't matter whether you're coming across as outgoing to some, introverted to others. It's like you guys have this solid core and you're a solid, genuine person, okay? And people see that about you. And tough inside as well as outside, okay? And like I said, like people know, like you will do what it takes to get your goals accomplished. But, you know, what I'm seeing is though, most importantly to you guys is family. And people, that's what they secretly think. Okay, group number 1, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Group number 2. Okay, so what do people secretly think about you? Okay, group number 2. So right away what I'm seeing for you guys is that you guys come across like, okay, so I actually had the Kelly Clarkson song come through when I tapped into your energy, which the lyrics in particular were like, Miss Independent, Miss Self-Sufficient, Miss Keep Your Distance. Okay, so that's like the energy that you guys are currently coming across, where people secretly think this about you, okay? So they realize like you are like, kind of like, yeah, you know, look at me. I am this fierce, independent woman, man, whatever you identify as, and you are like, you know, just acting like I am fine by myself, doing my thing. Yeah, I'm open to love, even if your actions aren't really showing it. And look, you know, like you're focused on making that coin, you know, like being financially secure and all that. So yeah, like that is what you're coming across like. So definitely initially a fierce vibe is coming through for you guys, but it's kind of like, you know, people know though, you have the Page of Water right next to that. So they know though that there is this upbeat, bubbly, you know, playful person who's like all about, you know, like making the most of the moment and having fun. And like really there's something you guys do in particular that's like some kind of creative self-expression. So like an artistic thing, you know, that you do that is, it inspires people is what I'm seeing. And then you guys have this 2 of fire. So it's kind of like the dash of fire in the mix. And yeah, they see you like moving forward with something that's inspiring to you. And I feel like it has to do with that creative self-expression. I'm also getting that some of you are in the spotlight, okay? And that goes with this Elk card perfectly. Okay, so you're seen to be like this majestic being that is just doing their thing in the flow and like living this magical life is what I'm seeing that people want a part of, you know, or they can't get enough of. And I feel like some of you are in the spotlight and that's what this is about. And again, it's just the way that you are that inspires people. Okay, so it's you plus your message plus whatever creative self-expression that you guys are doing. Okay. Okay, so along with that, you know, I feel like some of you don't realize like how much of a positive impact that you guys truly have on people, okay? So you guys are, people also like see you guys as being like a Taurus and a Pisces, okay? So with the Taurus in particular, I'm getting like just, you know, somebody who is kind of like hard to get. They only want to like be involved in things that they're into, you know, but when you are involved in that thing that you are into, it's like you are all about that thing. And, you know, this passion takes over, and it's like, you know, you're in your element, in your zone, and just, yeah, it's kind of like you lose track of time, you know, and just a real creative energy. Okay, and then with the Pisces, that goes right along with it. The imagination, the creativity, the intuition, okay? So yeah, you guys are seen to also have the spiritual side to you as well. And I feel like the more people know you, the more they realize that about you. Okay, so on top of that, you guys are also seen to be cool. Okay, just like naturally. But at the same time, you know, with the sunglasses card in particular, people also feel like, oh, you know, like you're so low key. Like you don't broadcast, you don't post a lot about what's the latest with you, what's going on with you. And people kind of don't know what to think. So they're kind of always guessing, always kind of waiting and watching and wondering, you know. And maybe even talking amongst themselves. Like if you know, have mutual friends with any of these people, they might be like, hey, what are you, meaning you watching this? They'll be asking people, what are they up to? Because they don't know. I feel like, yeah, like this group in particular, it's interesting. I feel like some of you will be in the spotlight, but like a lot of you don't post a lot on other social media platforms, or you got rid of those social medias, okay? I'm just getting though, either way, even if you do post a lot, it's not like revealing what's going on in your life. Not a lot. Maybe here or there. That's like what's coming through. But yeah, you know, with the communication card, that's kind of like where I feel like you guys are in the spotlight. I feel like either way, you communicate well. Okay, I feel like people think you speak really well. They like what you have to say. They like listening to your voice. Okay. People are just drawn to you guys, okay, like a magnet. But I feel like you can be low-key, they can be low-key. And they might not even let you know that, okay? But just trust that, yeah, like it's coming through in this reading that what you do does have a positive impact and does inspire people. Okay, so even though my group twos tend to be like this fierce person, they also tend to have this sweet side to them. So you got like two real like joyful, playful cards that came out as far as how people secretly think of you. Okay, so with the jellyfish in particular, this group can be real like fun, flirty, feisty, and playful, you know, carefree, and just like you give this feeling of like you guys are like a breath of fresh air to people. And that's just when your guard is let down. Okay, so when the fierceness is let down and you guys are just having fun and being yourself, I feel like. Not that your fierceness isn't you, but I'm talking about this upbeat, bubbly, playful side of you. Okay, people just love it. Okay, they feel like, wow, like you guys make any moment feel like a blast is what I'm feeling. Like when you're feeling you know, good and stuff, and you're just letting loose and being you, like people feel like they're on vacation, you know? So yeah, group two, I see you, you know, with my name being Paradise Vibes. I resonate with that. And yeah, like what's better than just everyone around you being themselves, laughing, having a good time? Like nothing, you know? Okay, so yeah, and I feel like, and this card's similar to group one. You guys are definitely have this fiery nature to you as well. And I feel like you guys are just real, like driven by your passions, what inspires you, as well as what ignites that passion within you. And that's when you guys feel most alive. Like when you're in that creative zone where you're doing your thing, being yourself, like, yeah. And people, they see that about you. Okay, so going back to you guys though, and being Miss or Mr. Independent, Miss Self-Sufficient, Miss Keep Your Distance, like I don't need, you know, love, that type of thing. So there is somebody in particular that's coming through for you guys that is like my waiting for the right time to make my move card came out, and not sure if you'd even want to commit. But this person is also, so somebody's on the sidelines wondering about you guys, and what came through was them saying like, take a chance with me. So yeah, somebody who's been hitting up your guys' DMs that I feel like maybe you respond to here or there, you know, they really want a chance with you guys. Okay, they want you to let your guard down and take a leap of faith with them. That's what's coming through, okay? Strongly for you guys. But all in all, group number 2, this is how I see that people, what they secretly think about you. Okay. All right. Okay, group number 2, if this resonated, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right. Bye, guys. Hey, group number 3. Okay, so what do people secretly think about you? Okay, group number 3. So right away, what I'm seeing for you guys with surrender and the moon here and then the call card, I'm actually getting the impression that this group has gone through some kind of like huge transformation within the last year to 2 years, maybe even before that, okay? And it's just been like your whole world has shifted and changed as well as you guys, okay? And I'm just getting like a real, like, you know, this old world is gone and now it's kind of like you guys have been reborn with the call card here, okay? And yeah, I'm just feeling like, and with the 9 here, some cycle and chapter has ended for you guys, okay? And it's like you're stepping into this new world now, feeling like you're reborn and like, you know, just like everything's new. So some people that know this about you, they do think that about you, okay? I don't feel like everyone knows this though. Okay, so along with that though, you guys are also coming across, typically when I see this, you know, he's got this edgy like look to him. You guys are coming across though as being like, definitely like edgy, alternative, kind of got rock star vibes and a feeling to you guys. And I feel like, you know, people secretly think that about you. Your style, your look is different, your hair is different, the way that you dress and act is different. I feel like this group in particular likes to switch things up, okay? So yeah, I'm seeing that, and I feel like others, they notice that about you and they think that about you. I feel like a lot of people find that to be attractive, okay? Because we got the hottie card that flew out as well. And with the moon card, I feel like this group also, I feel like you guys come alive at night and you could be night owls. Okay, I'm just getting like a real creative vibe with the 3 here and then the moon. So that's interesting. Okay, so I feel like some of you might even be in a band or do something that's unconventional and creative, like a creative form of self-expression. And others of you, you know, it might be something completely different, but there's something this group does in particular that I feel like not a lot of people do it, okay? And people, they secretly admire it, you know? They wish they could do that, is what I'm seeing with that. Okay, so you guys also come across like the horse. So you have this huge freedom theme about you, okay? I feel like you guys, you broke free from something that made you feel trapped is what I'm getting, or you will be if you haven't, okay? But I feel like a lot of you that are watching this have, and it's just like, you know, through exploration and traveling, and you have discovered more about who you are and your place in the world and your path is what I'm seeing. Also with the horse, you know, spirit in particular, I feel like you guys, not only do you have this theme of wanting to be free, but you also have this theme of like truth seeking, and I feel like this group has goals, you know what I mean? And like, it's kind of like you've got this stamina, endurance, and perseverance with this horse energy coming through, where like, you want to see what you can do, okay? I feel like that's a personal challenge for yourself, and you'll, you know, it's like you guys thrive off doing what it takes, is also what I'm seeing. Okay, so yeah, people secretly think that. They know this about you, and they like it. Okay, so along with the horse card, you guys are also seen to have a lot going on in life. I feel like you guys typically juggle a lot, and, you know, I feel like you're just all in all like real busy people. And so along with having that free-spirited nature and unconventionalness, you know, blazing down your path, whatever path resonates with you, I'm also getting that, you know, you're kind of here one minute and not the next with people. So anybody who's like kind of interested in you, I feel like you might ghost them. And I don't even know that it's necessarily intentional. I just feel like, you know, you're interested one minute and then the next, it's like you got something else going on, you know, that's in front of you, like, or you're clicking away like with some other project or goal is what I'm seeing. Just a real busybody in a sense. Okay, so like along with that, I got like Aries and Sagittarius energy. It's a very fiery group. I feel like this group likes physical activity and you like movement. Okay, I feel like that's your guys' meditation, is like whatever physical activity puts you in the zone and gets you out of your head and just fully in the moment. Okay, and I feel like, you know, people, they secretly know that about you. They know that you'll get restless if you're not doing something that involves some kind of movement. Okay, okay, so I feel like this group too in particular, you guys might have moved a lot, or like, you know, there's a travel theme. Maybe you travel a lot. I just feel like this group has had a lot of change occur in their life, as well as like a change of scenery is what I'm seeing. As well as I feel like some of you have broke free from something and just went somewhere different, you know. But there's definitely a lot of travel, a lot of movement, a lot of scene change, a lot of change period. I feel like you guys, there's something about change and being unpredictable and spontaneous with you guys, okay? So maybe you switch up your look as well, you know? Yeah, there's something coming through with that. So, on the other hand, I feel like, you know, people they don't know what to expect with you guys. Okay, that also goes with the Aries energy. So you do come across as being unpredictable and people think that about you. Like one minute I feel like they think they've got you pegged, and then the next minute it's like they don't. Like you do or say something that really like throws people. Also, I feel like this group, you're pretty choosy with who you let in, so it's kind of like, you know, the rest of the world has no clue what you're up to, okay? So very mysterious in that way. And like I said, you also have that I'm there one minute and I'm not the next, okay? So you're definitely true to yourself and you go with what feels right, where you're inspired, and yeah, you know, very free spirit group. Okay, so you guys are also coming across as being kind of competitive, and I feel like you can kind of bring that competitiveness out of others. So they also think that about you, okay? So I'm actually getting, along with that, like a stubbornness to you guys. So I feel like people think, you know, like, kind of like you have these set ideas and beliefs, and you know, you come across as being opinionative, and people feel like, oh, like if we have opposite opinions, like me and you might get into it, because that's like how strong held these beliefs are for you guys. Okay, so sometimes you guys are seen to be stubborn in that way, and like you won't budge to see things from their point of view. And I feel like you feel the same way about them. So it's interesting. You guys have that mirroring going on. Okay, but despite that though, this group, okay, so yeah, you know, I feel like you guys have good work ethic, but at the same time, you really do, it's kind of like love to like kick back and relax and have this laid back persona, okay? So this is a definite work hard, play hard group, you know, so whatever you do, you go all in with it, and people know this about you. I feel like you guys in particular though, you only let in those that you trust, okay? So everybody else doesn't know a thing about you is what I'm getting. And as far as like relationships go, I feel like you guys, you know, because of whatever it is that you were going through, you never really had that. It's kind of like you've kind of thwarted off relationships to a point, but now that I feel like you're coming out of this and really emerging and, you know, becoming this elevated self, and you feel like, you know, like I'm in this space now where things feel okay, and I feel okay again, and even better than I did feel, you know? it's kind of like now you're open to it, is what I'm seeing. Now that you have more of this horse like energy, it's kind of like not only do you have the energy to get done what you want to get done, is what I'm seeing, but now with the 2 here that's standing out to me in particular, it's like, yeah, you know, you're open to that person, you know. So yeah, it's kind of like, but before I feel like they felt shut out of your life, and that is what they thought about you. Like, wow, okay, one minute I thought they were interested, the next, you know, I don't hear from them. Yeah, so that's come through for you guys. But now your energy is kind of talking a different story, you know? I feel like you guys have shined the light on a lot of different things, you know, did the shadow work, and you're ready now, is what's coming through with the call card here. Okay, so you guys are also, you come across as being witty, okay? So I feel like you guys in particular are quick with the words, you're quick with comebacks, you know, you're great conversationalists, you make talking fun, and I feel like, you know, just, I'm getting like a real fun, witty banter back and forth, and just this group, like, really, I feel like you connect with people through that, and people see that, you know? I feel like initially, like, this group isn't like that with everyone, but when you guys are, yeah, like, that's kind of like what's coming through. So at first, it's kind of like you guys are kind of elusive, mysterious, people can't get a read on you, because I don't feel like you guys open up to everyone immediately. But like once you feel like, like that relaxed, I'm in my element, my zone, feeling like myself, then I feel like you guys really light up. You have this sense of humor, you're fun, you're funny, you know, playful, just like, you can even be the life of the party, okay? So it depends on where you want to take this element of having fun, I feel. Yeah, so, yeah, it's interesting. I feel like you also connect with people through physical activities, like, you know, if everyone's like playing volleyball or something, or whatever the physical activity is, like, that's where you guys shine. So I feel like you guys are like athletes, like whether you were an athlete or not, you know, I'm just getting like that real like jock feeling with this group, even if you weren't one, you know what I'm saying, like what that physical activity is, where you connect with people and have fun, is what I'm seeing. Yeah, but all in all, group number 3, I feel like you guys are pretty, like I said, like you definitely have this edgy look to you. Some of you could be doing something different that's like in a band or something, you know, or you look like you belong in a band, one of the two. And just, you know, you're real, like, you're there one minute, you're not the next, you open up to who you want to, and all in all, it's kind of like you're really trying to find your path, what resonates with you, and yeah, and this is what people think about you. Okay, group number 3, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments, and if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys.